crack fiends, and crime.
All I know,
I see needles, crack pipes, and guns all the time.
all I know,
Task force, SWAT teams, and security guards.
all I know.
The ambulance is late, but death is on time. Proverbs MUzic.
I'm here standing tall through life's waterfalls.
My name is PG. I'm a singer slash rapper slash songwriter slash student slash employee. There's a lot of slashes there, but basically I hustle in these Toronto streets.
Have to. It's about survival.
Yeah.
Tell everybody who you are, if they don't know you on that personal level.
Personal level. Honestly, PG is just like everybody else. I'm really hardworking. I love to work with children and youth, mainly youths. I love that population. But I also do music. Music is nothing separate from me. I try to incorporate my music within my work that I do with children and youth as well. I really am not different from anybody else. I just have a really good work ethic, and I just believe that I don't want to be a statistic, so that's just a part of my grind and my daily living.
You're actually in school to be a child and youth counselor,
yes.
correct?
Yeah, I major in child and youth, and I minor in psychology right now. I'm going into my 4th year, so hopefully when school's finished, I can work on music more.
I know that, Brian. It can be kind of difficult when you have to go to school, and then you know the time that you're putting towards school, you could have been putting towards your music.
It definitely slows up the process. It's also just like, you know, as we know, school is like, how much? I pay almost like $6,500 in tuition each year. I'm not taking OSAP, so a part of that is also a part of me working and paying for school, working and paying for my daily necessities, and then also working just to upkeep music and a lot of that. So, I mean, realistically, it's all about grind for me at this time and like how I can make money and pursue the dreams that I want to do. So.
I gotta start rapping like right at the beginning. Unless you give me a 4-bar loop, you understand? I gotta start right away. Yeah, you're my baby. For one, cause you drive me crazy. Really need to lock you up, give you some Ritalin and slow you up. Sorry that I left you brown, Bobby or Chris Brown. Really need to change my ways. I'm out, be back in a couple days. This way things will be easy. Let off some steam and be breezy. That's why my wallet's so cheesy and your fingertips so greasy. Caught up but you can't, fed up but you can't leave me. A lot of young people in Toronto housing, especially, we strive towards music as opposed to striving to achieve higher levels of education to get employment in you know, more positions of power. What would you say to our young people who are on that path?
To help these young people, like, you know, pursue whatever they feel is an outlet as opposed to doing it negatively. I also feel like, you know what, in a society right now, education is so important that, especially to move up in a hegemonic society where, you know what, you're always going to need a job, you're always going to need something to give you income. I mean, education is so important, not only in the job atmosphere, but also in your daily lives, like, you know, speaking with people. When you're doing music, you have to know mentally on a business level how to deal with people. So I think, you know, educating yourself, whether it is through an education system like school or just educating yourself through the people around you and just getting just knowledge, I guess, you know, is so important. Having a focus is also so important. Like, if you have a focus, make sure you focus on that, and that's all that you need to worry about. You know, there's going to be so many things thrown at you, obstacles and curveballs, but if you have a focus and you want to achieve that focus or that goal, then I think it works out so much better. All the young people, like, just have a focus and just try to keep your eyes on that focus, because once you lose focus, that's when a lot of other things can happen. It's unfortunate that this happens too often, but I think that's the main point. It's like, you know,
Really, they're saying that I got a terrible hook and they're trying to fix it, but I think my hook's excellent. What's the problem with the hook?
What?
Tell them what the problem is with the hook. Tell the viewers the problem with my hook. I wrote it myself. What's the problem with my hook?
Okay, so Proverbs wrote a hook that starts on like the 3 instead of the 1. So for all you musicians, you know what that is. So it's really hard for me to grasp because we want it, I would like it sounds better with the beat on the 1. However, he has it on the 3, so now we don't have enough lyrics to complete the hook. So now we're trying to work something out so that it makes sense and sounds good. So yeah.
I'll just give you guys some more lyrics.
Sure. You're just saying the same thing over. Why come back just to leave and walk out again? Why come back just to leave, then you come back and walk out again? Yo, 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 yo.
All our work is no good. We gotta change our sound. And I don't believe that.
No, you don't. You don't have to. That's one person in Miami. In Miami right now, they're dealing with all down south stuff. I just came back from New York yesterday, and like, New York is putting out real hip hop. They've always been. They don't care.
They've always done what.
They have the Jay-Z's, the whatever. Like they're putting out real hip hop, and that's all it is. They have shows. People still go out and support real hip hop shows. In the South, it's totally different. Everybody supports trap. They only play trap in the club. They only play trap on the street. Everybody wants to hear like 2 Chainz, A$AP Rocky, all those people who whatever. Yeah. And that's just what is appealing right now, and that's what's making the money. However, it will come back.
But I hate when people sound so sad over a sound that's more British, more pop, like it's and then they have no idea. So when they go to Miami, they're like, oh no, man. Because they are just so fixated on what they like. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't mean it's right.
UK respects more difference. That's just how they've always been. They respect difference. They respect good music. That's why artists like Adele can flourish when she doesn't have the appeal, but she's just good, and people can respect good music in the UK. So,
but I hate when people's heads are down and they're feeling bad about themselves.
Nah, man, you can't.
And I'm like sitting there going, what do I say? Like I go, it's good. Don't worry about it. It's like you know, and I know it's good.
Toronto, a lot of you don't know that PG inspires me. This whole television show I'm doing is a result of watching PG and her marketing campaign as she was doing her album. And she has a YouTube link called PGTV, and I saw all the different episodes she was doing. I was like, wow, I can do that too. So I went out and got my camera and some software and iMac, and I'm trying to do the same thing, but I want you to know that this whole idea actually comes from PG. And the fact that she's coming from the Toronto Housing experience like inspired me even more. At this point, why did you choose to collaborate with me on this whole project called Toronto Housing R&B?
Honestly, I think personally, for me, it's a little more personal, and I think the work that you're doing in the community is so important. Like the young people are the future of tomorrow, and I think, you know, there's not really a voice of the young people, and it's not really coming, and if there is, it's not really coming from a more positive light. True. So, you know, yes, there's rappers, and yes, you're talking about your story. Yes, you may be speaking about whatever happened to you, and how you're a product of your own environment. However, I really feel like, you know, what you're doing is more of a positive spin, and, you know, the young kids can see, hey, like, I can strive for my dreams and they can really happen, and, you know, Proverbs did it, or PG did it, or Andrina did it, or Kimmy did it. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo.
One more octave up. Yo, yo.
Just have to tell that artist has to look within themselves. That's it. I used to be like that, but everybody's gonna always have something to say about you, something negative. But if you do it and you can look back on your music and say, you know what, I'm happy with what I put out, and this was however I was feeling at this time, and this is true to me, and this is real. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. There will be people in the world who can relate to you. There's going to be somebody in the world who can relate to you, who will respect your music, and that's who you need to tap into. You don't need to tap into the people who don't care, or the people who are trying to appeal to the masses, or the people who are trying to, because the business is wild because it's all about money.
Hey, yeah, just to leave, then walk out again. Why? Woo, hey, yeah.
Thank you so much for, we did 2 songs together, and just the way I can just holler at you and you're there for me, like, I just appreciate the love. If there's anything that I can do with all the power that I have, what little I got, trust me, I'll be there for you in any way and do all that I can to support you. Can you tell Toronto where they can find you?
Yes, so pgmusic.com, PG capital music with the Q, music.com has all my links to my Facebook. My Facebook fan page is just PG. My YouTube is PGVDR or PG Music. You can search that in the YouTube engine, or you can holler at me on Twitter. I'm usually on it a lot, so it's at PG Music, PG Music with the Q, music. And yeah, that's like basically, you can holler at me on any social network and I'll be there.
Any big events coming up? Shows?
I'm supposed to be doing an event with Tika Simone in happenings of the shooting that happened in Scarborough. We're putting together an event to raise funds for the families who lost. Yeah, so we're definitely working on that. Any other shows? Not that I know of right now, but definitely working on some things. I'm working on a new EP, so look out for that shortly. I'm also working on a mixtape that will definitely be all female hip-hop artists in Toronto, so look out for that as well.
Big. Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting me. Bless.
Religion says forgiveness first, then I'm out if none of that don't work. This way things will be easy. Let off some steam and be breezy. That's why my wallet's so cheesy and your fingertips stay greasy. Heartaches when you can't see me. Fed up but you can't leave me. Tied like a yo-yo and string. Knock knock, let me back in.